Life has cheat codes. No, I'm not talking about simple hacks or shortcuts. I mean hidden systems, invisible frameworks that, once you see them, completely change how you operate. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on 4 of these systems that the top 1% quietly use to get so far ahead. You ever have that feeling like you're grinding harder and harder, but you're just not getting anywhere? Like you're stuck in the game, just mashing all the wrong buttons? Well, that feeling is normal, because most of us are playing without ever learning the rules. The top 1%, they figured out the game's hidden mechanics. And this right here is the core of the problem, isn't it? So many of us are trapped on the left side, just spinning our wheels in busy work. But the goal is to live on the right, to get incredible results with a fraction of the effort. So how do we make that jump? Let's dive in. All right, our first cheat code is the one most people just walk right past because it's so counterintuitive. It's not about time. It's all about your energy. Think about it. Everybody gets the same 24 hours. That's the one resource that's totally equal. So the real variable, the actual currency of high performance, is your energy. You don't run out of time, you run out of charge. And this isn't just some feel-good idea. There's real data on this. A study from the Harvard Business Review found that employees who actively manage their energy are 50% more engaged and, get this, 21% more productive. So the real question is, how do they do it? Well, they work with their brain's natural rhythm, not against it. It's something called ultradian rhythms. Basically, your brain operates in these 90 to 120-minute cycles of high focus, followed by a necessary dip. So instead of trying to power through a whole day, the top performers identify their peak energy windows and defend them like a fortress for their most important work. So here's your first mission. This week, figure out when your absolute peak hours are. Then block off 120 minutes just for your single most critical task. And here's the real secret. Take a break before you feel drained. You have to protect your energy like it's cash. Let's get into the second cheat code. This one is all about getting rid of wasted effort and zoning in on what actually drives results. This is the famous Pareto principle, and it might just be the most powerful leverage point you have in life. What if I told you that just a tiny fraction of your actions, your habits, even the people you spend time with, are responsible for almost all of your results? This chart just says it all, doesn't it? Most of what we do every day falls into that giant 80% slice, the trivial many. It makes us feel busy, but it doesn't actually move the needle. The real secret is to find and then focus only on that tiny 20%, the vital few. And you can find yours right now. Try this quick 5-minute audit. List 10 things you do on a regular basis. Now be brutally honest with yourself. Which 2 of those actually create the biggest results? Put a star next to them. For the rest of this week, your only mission is to do those 2 things before noon, period. Okay, this next one, it's a bit of a mind bender. It's a system that's running so deep inside our own heads that most of us never even realize it's there. Your brain isn't showing you what's actually out there. It's running a personalized simulation based on your identity, based on your beliefs. It's constantly filtering reality to find proof that confirms the story you already tell yourself. That's the perception loop. So what's the move here? It's simple, but it's not easy. Instead of trying to change the game, you focus on changing yourself. You upgrade the player. Because when you upgrade the player, the level itself actually gets easier. Same challenges, just a different you. So here's how you start hacking this loop. I want you to write down this sentence. I am a person who, and then finish it with the identity you want to have. Maybe it's, I am a person who trains like an athlete. Then, every single day, you have to do one small thing that proves that statement is true. Your brain will start to believe it. And that brings us to our final cheat code. This is the quiet force behind pretty much every world-class performer, and it's all about the unbelievable power of tiny compounding gains. You know, as James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. See, the top 1% aren't looking for massive overnight transformations. They are obsessed with marginal gains, tiny little optimizations that stack on top of each other, day after day, just like interest in a bank account. The math on this is, well, it's just staggering. If you get just 1% better each day, after a year, you're not 365% better. You are 37 times better. Now, if you keep that up for a second year, you are over 1,400 times better than when you started. That's the insane power of compounding. So here's how you put this to work right away. Pick one thing you want to get better at. Just one. And your only goal is to nudge it by 1% every single day. Maybe that's reading one more page or doing one more push-up. Track your streak and just let compounding do all the heavy lifting for you. So what's the big idea that ties all 4 of these cheat codes together? It's actually pretty simple. The real secret isn't about working harder or trying to find shortcuts. It's about playing a much, much smarter game. So let's just quickly recap this new operating system. It's choosing energy management over time management. It's choosing the 80-20 rule over just having an endless to-do list. It's choosing to transform your identity instead of relying on willpower. And it's choosing those tiny 1% adjustments over trying to take massive, unsustainable action. And this is the best part. These aren't things you're born with. They are skills. They are frameworks that absolutely anyone can learn and start using. Success isn't about having more talent. It's just about knowing which buttons to press. Just think about that for a second. Most people are walking through life totally unaware that these systems even exist. They're playing on the default settings. But now you know the rules. And hey, if you want to go even deeper on that first cheat code, the energy one, you're going to want to subscribe because next week we are breaking down a Japanese method for waking up with incredible energy. Even when you've had less sleep, you are not going to want to miss it.